to create a VidCon, and had a bit of a hassle to get in. I had to change my backpack, but I'm here. I got my pass, and I am gonna go to the first panel at 10. Luckily, I was able to make it. Traffic wasn't too bad. Let's go. My biggest pet peeve so far is that everyone else has a backpack. Why was I the only one that had to change my backpack? I'm so frustrated.
It makes me view that maybe, I don't know what I'll be doing the next couple of years.
First panel done. Got to see David, but he went backstage and I wasn't able to meet him yet. So maybe throughout the conference I'll be able to meet him personally. So I have some downtime before the next panel, and I think it's because I'm early, but there's not that many people here as there was last year. So, you know, it's not as crowded, which is nice. The sun's finally clearing up, and you know, vibes are pretty chill. I saw a few people that I recognize on YouTube. It's always nice to see. One of my goals is to hopefully have the impact that I have witnessed in person and on stage from people who share their stories as creators and have, you know, wanted to make something better of themselves. So it's very inspiring to see that from a lot of other creators who share that same passion. So here's to hearing more stories.
Do so much. We have to do so much, and it's like literally impossible to do, right? Beautiful. Eyes closed again.
I just finished Dr. K's session. There's a lot of people waiting to talk to him. He's a really bright creator. I'm glad I stumbled upon him this past year, and he's probably one of my biggest inspirations for the next endeavor that I will be investing my time in for the next coming years. And you know, hopefully I can either connect with him next time, because there's a lot of people around him right now. But yeah, really great session. Day 2 VidCon. So I was able to talk with Dr. K for a bit, got some inspiration from him and some tips. I will gladly take to heart. Dude's really awesome. Yep.
Able to build valuable brands off of, build that brand equity, and on the back of that, build these sustainable businesses. And so as a creator,
Ironically and unsurprisingly, the AI tools panel covered stuff that I already kind of know. So I'm gonna go get food right now and just dive into the food here.
So much. Well, I mean, vlogging has another problem. Vlogging has the, like, if you're too seduced with yourself, you think everything you do is interesting.
Finished one more panel. It was with this photographer, Jordan Matter, and he wasn't on the schedule. It was someone else, but I sat down for his panel, and it was actually pretty good. He's a 56-year-old photographer who has quite a huge following, and he records videos with his family. And I took a brief look at his accounts, and it's really sweet. And the tips that he was giving on the aspects of his content creation process, as well as the mentality that you would need to really define your niche versus a spectacle based video for your channels, it's pretty good. So you're in to follow. came to the TikTok lounge for vibes. Came out with snacks. Woo.
To create templates, our newsletter, to our sales page. I'm going to show you exactly how we bring people through this funnel, and ideally, you're going to be able to maybe take inspiration from this model here to whatever it is your niche is.
I finished Thomas Frank's segment. I didn't realize he had a second channel. I thought he was making those Notion videos on his main channel, the one that I followed. But yeah, he gave a really good breakdown on the monthly sales revenue that he gets from selling Notion templates. A lot of creators are doing that right now. And I don't know, Notion is not my thing, but I might give it a go. We'll see. Got some downtime and I'm just walking around. Gonna see one more speaking segment on the main stage here, and then I'm gonna head back. I don't know if I want to stay for the comedy segment. I'm kind of tired already. This music though, I'm at EDC VidCon. So I had some downtime before the last panel that I'm going to see, and I bumped into Christy Carlson Romano, but she was speaking to someone for like an interview or something, and I didn't want to bother her, so I was just kind of saying, hey, what's up, towards the end, and just, you know, saying hi like on the side while she was doing her thing. But yeah, she's really pretty in person.
Dangerous, and I play The Sims.
Last panel was a bit of a bummer. It's just Minecraft gamers. I thought they were going to talk about like other games, other streaming console games. Not my forte, so I'm going to dip for today.
Amazing. Okay, let's get a sense for who's in the group. No, it's not charged. This is amazing. I was going to ask him what time it was. You can. Yeah. All right. Creativity is supposed to be fun. That's why we're doing it. If at any point you're like, this is no longer fun, this is uncomfortable, you got to make a change. You have to. And there's going to be periods where you're pushing a rock up a hill where it is uncomfortable, unscalable, and you're trying to make something out of nothing. We're doing something crazy. You have an idea in your head and you're trying to make it real. That is one of the strangest phenomenons that we all do as creative people. It's also our greatest gift. Keep that fun. Keep that experience exhilarating. If it gets uncomfortable, try to evolve.
Thank you.
I just finished Colin Samir's segment. They're right over here. Took a photo with them. Super bright guys. So glad I got to finally meet them in person, because I've been such a huge fan of both their content and their newsletter, and their panel was just, sorry, their creator support channel, or the creator support interview, or their creator support live episode that we just filmed was really, really good. So many insights. I'm gonna try to break it down in a recap post while I have some free time today to catch up on some work, but probably the best panel that I've seen today.
delivering amongst these goals and having them have production first.
Times and not is on the copy with taste side. So I want to take another look at all those examples I gave and share a different side that the media doesn't always share, that, or that most people don't even know, because they didn't even go to this surface level.
Chief Product Officer for Q Media. We have 5 television networks globally, as well as 2 influencer marketing companies.
I'm in the Creator Center.
information about YouTube, the algorithm, multi-format, multi-language, and how creators can tap into all of this. And with me is, from last year's...
Finished the last segment for the day with John. I've seen him twice now, and I was gonna take a picture with him, but there's like a whole crowd of people around him, so I didn't want to bother him and getting kind of hungry. So maybe next time I'll connect with him. He gave some pretty awesome tips. I'll do a full breakdown in my newsletter in the upcoming week. But yeah, his segment was probably the second best. Today's really action-packed. Really good. Really glad I went today. Really glad. A quick recap on the YouTube algorithm panel. Probably the most technical of all the segments that I've seen today, and it was the most packed. Like, why was it in a small room? Like, I'm gonna share a clip of it in a bit, but the room was way too small for the amount of people that wanted to see that panel. But it was also the most informative and technical part of, you know, the YouTube ecosystem, and I found that incredibly helpful. And I'll try to pull some points together on what I think would be the most beneficial points to take out of their talk in my next newsletter. Hey guys, so I'm wrapping up VidCon Day 2. I decided not to go to the after event because I'm tired, so I bought this horchata coffee. But yeah, I will wrap up everything that I learned today, which I think was the best day for an eventful and insightful VidCon. I'll wrap it all up in my newsletter, so check it out. Day 3, VidCon. I got some time to kill before the first speaker segment, so I'm gonna walk around a bit.
All right, so first question.
A little detail on Penny's display. Right there, if we pause it and take a look, you can see some Japanese text on the face.
You can get comments within these actual video clips. So you have the ability to collaborate in real time and send this footage back to your editor back at Basecamp or on set with you.
That people are really curious about, and that's one of the things I never thought of when I was starting my content career. I always thought I have to show people the best video with the best lighting and the perfect choreography, and nobody makes a mistake, and that's the only thing anyone is ever going to see.
So I went to 2 panels back to back. One was the Apple products guys talking about the next ways that you can leverage Apple products for your content creation process. And I'm gonna go check out their booth right now downstairs and look at the iPad creation suite. But the last panel that I was at with the CEO of Game Jolt, she's incredibly bright and spirited person. And I pulled the takeaways that I could from the first half of her section, but then I walked out because I had to use the bathroom. But I also did want to check out a little bit of the exhibitor floor booth before my last session, the YouTube cohort analysis. Looking forward to that, and then I'm gonna call it a day, so stay tuned.
When like something broke and like everybody has to come in like, no, hang on, just reset it.
Finished 2 morning sessions. Gonna go to my last one that starts at 12 They were pretty good, I have to admit. I finally met the guy who does the hidden details channels that I saw all over TikTok. He's pretty funny. I think he was probably the funniest speaker of the weekend. So, and the last one that I just saw, I finally saw Matt Stefania, the dancer, on his panel. And you know, the other speakers, they primarily use Kajabi to, you know, sell courses and all that. And I thought it was pretty insightful. I'm leaning towards using Kajabi myself in the long run because I've researched the platform already, but I don't have a brand yet to leverage that yet, but it is in the roadmap, so we'll see. I will add to that into the mix and go to my probably last speaking segment. There's another one at 2, but we'll see. So I went to 2 panels back to back. One was the Apple products guys talking about the next ways that you can leverage Apple products for your content creation process. And I'm gonna go check out their booth right now downstairs and look at the iPad creation suite. But the last panel that I was at with you know, the CEO of Game Jolt, she's incredibly bright and, you know, spirited person. And I pulled the takeaways that I could from the first half of her section, but then I, you know, walked out because I had to use the bathroom. But I also did want to check out a little bit of the exhibitor floor booth before my last session, the YouTube cohort analysis. Looking forward to that. And then I'm gonna call it a day, so stay tuned.